My plane just landed. Everything's going well.
Great, honey. How was the flight?
Uneventful. Thanks again for springing for business class.
Nothing but the best for my wonderful husband. I miss you already.
I miss you too, my love. I'll be thinking about you all month.
It's not too late to rebook your return flight and come home earlier.
You know I can't do that. But I'll check in as much as possible. I want to make sure you'll be okay all alone in that big old house.
Don't worry about me. The new meds I'm on are really doing the trick. I'll be fine.
Of course. This last year has been tough, but you've made it through. There's no reason to be worried about all those stupid ghost rumors.
What ghost rumors?
Crap, pretend I didn't say anything. Love you, I'll message you later.
What ghost rumors?
Honey, it's okay, don't worry about it. I wasn't supposed to mention anything.
You can't just bring up something like that and then change the subject. What ghost rumors?
Fine, I'll tell you, but only because of how much progress you've made at the Institute. I know you can handle it. Here's what happened. When we bought the house, the realtor told me that there were a couple murders on our property. She was legally obligated to tell me, but because of your mental state, I asked if she wouldn't say anything to you. But it happened so long ago, and the previous owners probably just wanted attention when they told people about hearing things.
They heard things?
Supposedly, like moans and clanging and stuff. That's probably why they left so suddenly and why we paid under the asking price. Please, don't panic. I never should have mentioned anything.
You don't think this would have been good information to know before I spent so much of my inheritance on the house?
Why? Ghosts aren't real.
But murders are. What happened?
A man killed his entire family and then himself on the 4th of July.
The 4th of July? That's next week.
This was years ago. Please, baby, don't think about it. You've finally gotten over your hallucinations and you don't want to have to go back to the Institute again.
God, Bradley, you know I won't be able to sleep now.
Sure you will. You're strong. You're on new meds. All that psychiatric stuff is behind you now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really gotta go. The taxi just pulled up. Love you.
Bradley, are you awake?
Of course, it's 2 p.m. here. But why are you awake? It's the middle of the night, right?
I can't sleep.
Oh no, because you're scared about what we talked about?
No, because I heard something.
What?
I heard footsteps in the hallway, as if someone was here. I went out to look, but the hallway was empty.
Do you think you dreamed it?
No, it was real. Bradley, I think there really is a ghost here.
Ghosts aren't real. You only think you heard something. It's my own fault for telling you about the murders in the hallway.
They happened in the hallway? That's where the noises came from.
Crap, I keep mentioning things I shouldn't. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Just go back to sleep.
You know I can't. Do you think I should call Dr. Fine?
Did she tell you it was okay to call her in the middle of the night?
No.
No, she didn't, or no, she doesn't want you to?
No, she didn't, though she probably doesn't want me to either.
Then don't. Wait until the morning. Take a sleeping pill if you have to. Honey, I'm so sorry that I'm not there right now. It must be tough to be all alone in that big place without anyone to help you through your hallucinations.
I'm not hallucinating. I heard a sound, for real.
And you checked the whole house?
Yes.
And you didn't see anyone?
No.
Honey, which do you think is more likely? That there's an actual ghost in the house, or that your meds aren't working and you're imagining things again?
The second one?
Yeah. Now, don't be hard on yourself. The road to mental health can be difficult, but in times like these, you have to be logical. And you really need to get a full night's rest. Please.
You're right.
I'll check with you in the morning. Good morning, dear. Did you get any sleep?
A little.
So, no more ghosts?
Does it matter? You won't believe me.
You can tell me, dear. You heard something else, didn't you?
If I tell you, you won't believe me.
I believe that you think you heard something, and I believe your feelings are valid.
Shut up.
Please, talk to me. I'm your husband now. I need to know if you're about to have another episode.
I'm not.
Good. So if you heard footsteps or voices, you know that it's all in your head.
How did you know about the voices?
Honey, please, what did you hear?
I heard a man's voice. I couldn't make out the words. And then I heard laughter.
Did the voice sound familiar?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, once it's late enough in the day, maybe you can call Dr. Fine. Perhaps that'll be for the best.
Please come home.
What happened?
I went to see Dr. Fine. We did some breathing exercises, and that's about it. They didn't help.
Okay.
And when I came back home, I found...
That's our bedroom.
Yes, and do you see all the papers on the floor?
It's a little messy. I wasn't going to say anything.
It wasn't like this when I left. And do you notice a pattern? The papers form a giant X.
Kind of.
You don't see it? Something did this while I was gone.
You're sure you didn't leave the room like that?
Am I sure that I didn't tear out pages of my notebook and arrange them in the shape of an X? Yes, Bradley, I'm sure.
Maybe it was the wind. Was the window open?
Are you serious right now? The wind? Bradley, my life has turned into a horror movie, and you're the oblivious husband who won't believe anything his wife says.
Honey, have you been drinking?
I just had a glass of wine to calm me down, obviously, but that has nothing to do with it.
The doctor told you not to mix alcohol with your pills.
Please, come home.
You know I can't.
Well, I can't stay another night in this house.
And where are you going to go? We don't know anyone in town. Maybe if you called the Institute and explained what you're going through, they'll take you back.
I am not going back to that place. You know that.
Then I guess you'll have to stay there. I have faith in you. I know you can overcome your delusions.
I can't believe you. You're treating me like a lunatic. I just sent you photo evidence that this isn't in my head.
Yes, of course. I'm so sorry, dear. You are not crazy. Look, it's really early in the morning here. In a few hours, I'll go online and change my flight.
You're coming back?
Yes, but not for another week. You know I have some meetings that I can't miss.
Please, Bradley.
I'll return as soon as I can, probably on the 5th or 6th. That's the best I can do.
But what if things get worse?
Then the Institute will take you back. That's your only option. I know you don't want to do that, but it might be for the best.
Goodbye, Bradley. Thanks for nothing.
Don't be mad, my love.
Did you change your return flight yet?
Yes, I'll arrive on the 5th.
Okay, thank you. Can you send me your flight information?
It says I'll land at noon.
Just forward me your email notification.
No need. I'll be back on the 5th at noon. I can get an Uber back to the house.
So you can't send me the email?
Fine, if I remember, I'll forward it to you. Have there been any other issues?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Please, dear, if you heard or saw anything, I want to know.
Why do you think something else happened?
Because once again, you're messaging me in the middle of the night.
Okay, yes. I took a shower, and when I got out, there was a name written in the condensation on the mirror.
Did you take a photo?
I went to get my phone, but when I came back, the word disappeared.
See, if it disappeared, it must have been your imagination again.
You know how condensation works, right?
What did it say?
Sawyer. All capital letters.
No! That's impossible. Please tell me you're joking.
Obviously, I'm not.
Sawyer was the name of the family that was murdered in our house. Honey, are you still there?
I couldn't find any information about the Sawyers.
What?
I used your old laptop and searched for murders in our town and nothing came up. Do you know what year it happened?
No, sorry. I don't know if you'll find anything. And please don't use my laptop without permission.
I'm going to call the police.
And tell them what? That you just got out of a mental hospital and now ghosts are after you? What do you expect they'll say?
Then what do I do?
Call the Institute. Ask if they can take you back.
Bradley, we never should have moved here.
Are you scared right now?
No, I'm angry. This is my house, and I'm not going to let anyone mess with me.
Wow, okay. I'm glad you're not freaking out right now.
I've spent my life freaking out. Poor little rich girl with mental problems. I got shuffled from doctor to doctor since I was 3. I've taken more meds than I can count. I'm done being scared. This is our freaking dream house, and if there's a ghost trespassing on my property, then I refuse to be scared.
Okay.
Good night, Bradley.
Honey, are you okay? I just had the strangest feeling. I can't describe it, but I knew that I needed to check in.
Yes, I'm fine.
Really? Nothing's happened?
Well, something happened, but I'm fine.
You can tell me.
I heard a voice whispering my name. A man's voice. He said, "Get out."
That's horrible. Obviously, you need to get out of there.
Nope. My house, my rules, I'm not leaving.
But wouldn't you feel more comfortable going back under psychiatric care?
No, I'm fine where I am. They're just voices.
Are you sure that's a wise decision?
I don't understand you, Bradley. Do you believe this house is haunted or not?
At this point, I don't know.
Well, if you believe me, then why do you keep suggesting I go back to the Institute?
Okay, you want me to be honest? No, I don't believe you. It's all in your head.
But you just said you had a bad feeling that made you want to check in on me.
Because I'm worried that you'll hurt yourself and that you need help.
I don't need help, and I'm not going to hurt myself. Don't worry about it. This stupid ghost is all talk. It's not man enough to do anything besides whisper.
I hope you're right. Please tell me everything's okay.
Not really. That stupid ghost ruined my puzzle. After all that work, the pieces are scattered all over the floor. I'll have to start again.
I don't understand why you're not panicked right now.
I told you, this haunting is harmless. Nothing's gonna happen. Sure, I've heard voices and objects are moved around when I'm not in the room and the electricity keeps flickering, but how can any of that hurt me? I just do Dr. Fine's breathing techniques and then I'm totally okay.
And you're not worried that tomorrow is the 4th?
No, why?
Because that's the anniversary of the murders.
Oh, right. I forgot that you told me that. Nah, I'm good. In fact, I'll probably watch a horror movie on TV or something.
Honey, you sound a little manic right now. I'm still worried about you.
I know. So, how are your meetings going?
They're fine, but I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about what you're going through.
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Your hallucinations?
I told you, they're harmless. Talk to you later. Bradley, the ghost strikes again.
Oh no, what happened?
He's turned violent. He shattered all the dishes in the kitchen and dumped everything in the refrigerator onto the floor.
Really? It must be furious that you're not scared.
Yeah, I think I'm really frustrating him. Poor guy.
Poor guy. Are you going to leave the house?
Nah.
But, honey, this sounds serious.
It does, doesn't it? So, do you believe that the house is haunted and that I'm not crazy?
I don't know.
That's kind of a cop-out answer, Bradley. Look at the kitchen. Do you still think I should check myself back into the Institute?
Yes.
Why? If all this stuff is really happening, then how could more therapy help me? Bradley?
I don't know, but I think you should get out of this house.
Pass. I'm okay.
But what about all the broken dishes? The ghost has clearly gone violent. You have to get out of here.
Here?
I meant there. You have to get out of there.
Bradley, you are the single most disgusting human being on the face of the earth.
What?
You've been messing with me all along. I'm crazy, but I'm not an idiot.
Honey, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't you? At first, I really believed that I was losing it again. You fooled me. But when I opened your laptop to search for the made-up Sawyer murders in our house, I didn't find anything. You'd think that a whole family getting murdered would make the news, you know? Nothing. But I did find something else. I found your email account already opened, and guess what? You canceled your flight to Europe. You never left. You've been in this house the whole time. Once I saw that, I knew that you were camped out somewhere, sneaking around and pretending to be a stupid ghost. I didn't understand why you'd do that to your new wife, but after the 10th time you tried to convince me to go back to the Institute, I had my answer. You wanted me to commit myself so you'd have the house and my bank account all to yourself. Isn't that right?
I'm not going to answer that.
Of course you're not, but we both know it's true. Did you ever really love me, or was it all just a ploy to get my money?
Honey, you're not thinking straight. None of this makes any sense.
I agree, it doesn't, because no one would treat their spouse like that. No one would be that despicable.
I can't talk to you when you're like this.
Fine, we don't need to talk anymore. I'm done answering your texts. Have fun hanging out in the basement.
Why do you think I'm in the basement?
Because that's where the fuse box is. That's the only place where you can make the lights flicker. And it's the only part of the house I didn't check on my first night here. And don't think that I didn't notice the cans of food that have gone missing this last week. And the dusty footprints you stupidly left behind. Footprints that led directly to the basement door. I hope you're happy down there.
Fine, you got me. It was all just a dumb joke.
Really? It was a joke? Well, I have a joke of my own.
What?
Well, today I went around the house and blocked all the basement windows. And I've moved the dresser in front of the basement door. I believe you're trapped down there now. Funny joke, huh? You can call the police to get you out. Have fun explaining why you're down there. Let me out! Oh, I hear some banging noises coming from the basement. Must be the ghost. I should probably ignore it. Ghosts aren't real. Let me out! Well, our divorce is finally official. Bradley is out of my life. He spent a full day in that damn basement before he got up the nerve to call the police and get him out. We both went down to the station and explained everything. I showed all the texts and photos that I'd gathered, and there was no way that he could deny what he'd done. In the end, I chose to not press charges, and he agreed to sign my divorce papers and waive away any claim to a settlement. Afterwards, I discovered that he'd been tampering with my medications for months. He was the reason I wasn't getting better. I was horrified. This was the man I loved, and the whole time he just wanted my money. It's been over a year since I've seen or heard from him. I don't know where he is now, but I know that my mental health is better than ever. I still live in the same house, and if there are any ghosts here with me, I haven't seen them.